Part 2 ending of Just Found Out. Part 1 down in the comments. I am going to say we need to separate, that I need time on my own. But honestly, she is so broken. The betrayal is so deep. I can't fix her. I'm fooling myself. The marriage was duct taped together before. Me holding it together for the both of us because she is so damaged. Now I'm broken too. Two broken parents. It's not going to work. Perhaps I won't seal the door shut, but I need to close it, at least for a while. But I just know it will fall back to what it was. If I don't take care of myself and my own needs, I'm going to crash. And that will be worse for my kids than having their parents split. This is going to be hard, but it's hard right now. Unsustainable the way things are. Well, that was interesting. She spent 3 or 4 hours begging and pleading for another chance. I kept saying no. She begged for more time, to go to therapy for her issues and to start exercising. She was way more stable when she was working out. She says she realizes her behavior the past couple days was back to crazy town and she is going to stop doing that to me. I said she has to, or I am gone. I'll give her a bit of time to get her emotions under control and for her to get back to heavy lifting. She was doing really good up until a couple days ago when her insecurities turned her crazy on. We'll see what happens. I'm so exhausted and overwhelmed. Any road I take is going to be a hard road. My kids are so scared of us splitting. According to her, she realized he was just using her. Was a sociopath and she ended it in a big blow up at the bar she worked at. Who knows what really happened? I don't know what she behaved like around that piece of crap. I feel so weird about her right now. So confused. And now that she knows I genuinely was going to leave, it's even weirder. She's desperate, but right now, it feels icky to me. Would you guys say her case of infidelity is particularly bad? Like more heinous than most? 1. Cheated for 6 months with a bad guy at the bar. 2. Physical affair with him in bathrooms and his truck. He didn't have a home. 3. Didn't use protection. 4. Racked up $45K in debt on God knows what. 5. Used working late as an excuse to be out late when she was actually giving up shifts to go out with other men. 6. Sleeping all day and being exhausted from working while I looked after the kids. 7. Left me on my daughter's 5th birthday via text. 8. Didn't tell me about the affair until 5 days after she left, only because I asked her. I mean, does this not seem worse than the average affair? I don't think I can ever be happy in this marriage knowing what she did either. It's just too much. I would just be tolerating it at best. What kind of life is that? Truck. Do you have kids? She's now full-on codependent too. It's nuts. Non-stop texting all day. I cannot fix her, and I don't want to. She is still texting and calling me at work every 5 minutes, telling me not to give up, that she won't let me, asking what lingerie to wear tonight, if I want her to get a sexy photo shoot, posting on my Facebook wall, Instagram. It is exhausting, but it's still all about her, isn't it? But I feel nothing. Now she's having a mutual female friend text me, a friend that knew before I did that she was cheating. Joy. She's still with the kids. Her folks are coming to get them right away to take them out of town until Sunday. I don't want to block her number until I know the kids are off safe. I'm downtown. She's at home. We're supposed to go out tonight. I just won't go home. It's going to get really ugly. I just told her I'm not coming home tonight, that what she did was too awful and I can never forgive. She's not having it. I guess I should turn off my phone. She's texting, calling my cell, calling my work. If she doesn't calm down and act rationally, I will start documenting her behavior for child custody. Small update. It was a wild ride. She is going to get a place around here so the kids can stay in the same school. I'm going to keep the house. We have talked a lot and she fought real hard at first, then relented. She's sad, but says she has some relief, as she was living every second waiting for me to leave, and the guilt was eating her alive. I told her I can forgive her now, and she told me to let go of the pain and anger and that she only wants happiness for me. We agreed to be loving friends and parents, but we both acknowledge the marriage is over. My kids know. I talked to both of them. They will be okay, surrounded by love, and my soon-to-be ex-wife and I will treat each other with kindness and respect. Bittersweet indeed. So far, she's still accepting and we're being totally civil. My kids are having a hard time. My boy is like me and feels stress in his stomach. I hate that. My daughter is very distraught and insecure. We meet Friday to hash out the logistics. Going to be a hard road. I am looking forward to chapter 2. I really hope she can take care of herself so she can be a good mom to my kids. I am relieved, while in mourning for the loss of my family unit. But I have made my decision, and it's the right one. I see her for who she really is, and I do not want to be married to her anymore. I tried. It's time to move on. She just texted me I love you. Right. If you love someone you don't cheat on them for 6 months with a gutter rat and potentially expose them to STD. You don't throw your husband and children away if you love the husband. She is so messed up. I feel absolutely nothing for her. I think the reality is sinking in for her. She burned down our life and now she has to face the consequences. In Canada, you have to be separated for 1 year before you can D unless there is infidelity. I'm contemplating pulling that card. Why drag it out a year? It's crazy, living with someone and defending them, being loyal to them for so many years. Trusting them. Every day I see her more and more for what she is, a liar and a manipulator. Family and friends coming out and telling me things, me seeing her for what she really is. She's a pathological liar and manipulator, and it still woes me. Gaslighting. I saw her today when we did the crossover with the kids. My love for her is dead. Completely. I see an entirely different person now. In a lot of ways, I feel so stupid for not seeing it, especially when so many others did. But I was loyal and protective of my wife. She is a very damaged person, and not a good person. I can't believe I was so blind for so many years. I'm still stunned and bewildered by all of this. She is an awful, awful person. The past couple days have been much better for me. I am able to endure the mind movies and the pain, because it is fading, as my feelings for her are. They are less I care about her, the easier this becomes. There's still a long road and lots of ups and downs, but I woke up happy and excited about life today. My folks keep telling me how amazing it's going to be when I find a good woman. They are really excited for me to live life again, not live life appeasing STBX, never doing anything for fear of making her think I was cheating when she was. Unreal. The anger is melting away as well, because I'm not with her. I can't change what happened. I can only look to the future, a future without her as my wife. I spent 15 years being 110% devoted to my wife, constantly defending myself against cheating accusations. I gave up my social life. I couldn't even go to a work function after 5 because it would be 2 days of accusation and nastiness. If I was 2 minutes past 6 getting home, crap would hit the fan. I was so patient and understanding. I did everything in my power to put her mind at ease. To no avail. I stopped going out to make music. I ditched my friends. I let her sleep all weekend while I looked after the kids. All my time was 100% accounted for, and I still was a cheater in her eyes. It was awful. At the time she asked me for those things, I was angry, frustrated, and not willing to be a doormat anymore. I was emotionally exhausted and resentful. I was 100% faithful to my wife for 15 years. Not one slip. Not one. I simply wasn't willing to do any more, because no matter what I did or didn't do, it wasn't enough. She told me she resented my career. She didn't want to share me with my family. She suffocated me and badgered me endlessly about things that just weren't happening. The guy can only stand it so long. I loved her, protected her, defended her, supported her, and did everything I could to tame the beast that lived inside her. Then she leaves me via text, on my daughter's birthday, and eventually admits to a guy at a bar for 6 months. She has found a place to live, starting April 1st. We are on good terms and she is still doing right by the kids. Even as recently as last night, she was texting me, wanting to come home. I didn't answer. I am free. It's going to be hard. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be painful. But I am happy, and my conscience is clear. I'm just back from SXSW in Austin. It was a very healing trip for me. I let go of a lot of anger and have started to forgive. But I do not want her as my wife. I am living my life again. My children have a father who is more present now. I am still a friend to my STBXW. We are working together. She is still so very sorry, and I see how wounded she is. It's in her eyes. It's right there. But she was right from the start of this. I am not a man who can ever get past infidelity. I don't want to be married to someone who would cause my children and me so much pain. She sees what she threw away, and she hates herself for it. I can forgive, but we will never reconcile. I deserve better. I deserve better. I'm feeling sorry for her. But is this just more of the me? From her, P is her bio dad. Maybe one day I'll sleep again. I need you to tell me it's going to be okay. Please, this day just gets sadder by the moment. I hate leaving my kids. I hate all this guilt that's eating me alive. I'm trying so hard to be strong OP, but I'm not. I'm a frightened little girl who's lost in the dark. It's too much. God, sorry, not your problem. I'm so alone. I wish I had a time machine and could know all I do now, and I could go back a year and get some help and make us a priority. But who knows, maybe the damage was done. Years of my insecurities pushed you away. I made my worst fear come true. Why would somebody do that? I think I may hunt P down and X him over with my car like 25 times. He really messed me up. OP, I don't want to be this way. I never did. This hell I live in is not fun. What's wrong with me? Why did he throw me away? I'm a mess. Sorry, going on and on. See you tonight. I'll try not to cry, okay? You're the only man who ever loved me, or ever will. I never deserved you. I'm so sorry. Back to me. I would have gone to my grave being married to that woman, putting up with her accusations and mistrust, defending her honor, loving her and supporting her, and I would have remained faithful. I did for 15 years and never even came close to cheating. But she made it possible for me to walk away with my integrity intact. And I gave an honest shot at I wanted it to work. I wanted to keep my family intact. But this is better for me, and better for my babies. I have today off, so going to get the kids at noon, take them outside and let them play at the play area there. Maybe take them bowling. They bring me such joy. They crack me up and just beam with love. I'm a lucky man. She has found a place and is moving out April 1st. I am stoked. I've taken back my house, put all my guitars up in the living room. 6. Taken down all her photos and books and turned the living room into a music haven. My kids are digging it. However, I am not free from her drama. Yesterday, Sunday, is the day she takes the kids, until Wednesday. when I get them until Sunday afternoon. She's at her scumbag bar working an afternoon shift and texts me that she's going to be late because her replacement hasn't shown up. I had a date planned. Somehow this turned into a rant and guilt trip on me. Check this bull crap out. Does that make you late for something? I'll just walk off the floor. This is an awesome rock and hard place. I can't risk you freaking out at me either. Me, I won't freak out. Just hope it's not a regular occurrence. I'm in tears. You already hate me. Once a loser waitress, always a loser waitress. Hey. Walking off the floor. Hauling ass. Okay. Sorry. Me, I don't hate you. I'm not even mad, and hugs when you get here. Okay. Don't haul. Just be careful. Don't hug me. I don't deserve love. That's my reality. Just go. Me, calm down. And I can't. You won't talk to me, and now I'm causing problems in your social life. I'm trying so hard, OP, it's just never going to be enough. You must be so happy to be free of me. Hey, manager doing my cash out, but he won't let me drive till I chill out. Crying in a bathroom stall. Me, we're all doing our best. This isn't just hard on you. See you when I see you. I'm only working these retarded hours so that you don't have to give me so much money. I really am doing my very best. OP Dan is making me have a beer to chill, then he will give me my keys. Okay. You won't be late. Don't worry. Not talking to me again. Wonderful. Me? Seriously. It's still all about, and you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. I'm done with your guilt trips. This is not a guilt trip, OP. I'm panicking because I don't want this to be hard on you. All I want is you to be happy. I just feel like utter crap. Leaving in 5. Scared to come home. Yay. You scare me, OP. Me? No reason to be scared. I've been kind to you. But your work issues can't become mine. And when you freak out like that, it's directed at me. Just come here and take care of your kids. They need you strong. Trying not to hate myself, OP. But I really do. I'll never be happy. That's hard. It's messed really. I very little faith in this life. I'll be broken forever. Have a ton of fun. Hope she's nice. Happy. That means nothing to me. Happiness is not in the cards for me, OP. I work so hard for this life BS, and in the end, it means nothing. Some people aren't meant to be happy. I'm learning to deal with that. There is something about me that is unlovable. Me, we both worked hard and it meant everything, and but you have it away. To a true piece of crap. I would have remained devoted to you forever. You chose your own path. Me, I loved you completely. You gave it to that piece of crap at the first sign of attention he showed you. Your choice, not mine. Me, I loved you, and you know it. Me, I loved you and was devoted to you. 100%. It wasn't enough for you. It was not about him. He is nothing. I loved you. I worked so hard for your love. Not many will work that hard, OP. You're going to find that out. I'm so sorry my issues broke me. I never wanted that. It's hard to feel like nothing the rest of my life. Me, your issues. Free will, and you chose him over me. My God, will it make you feel better for me to hate myself forever? I could go into all the ways our marriage was unhealthy way before Kevin walked back into my life. But I refuse to do that. I'm taking all the weight of this because I love you. But at some point, if you want to get over this, you may have to take some responsibly. I know that's hard to hear right now. Remember our talks in that 10 weeks, OP. I will take it all for you, but sit back and look. Kevin was not the cause of this. He was a byproduct of an unhappy wife. I love you, OP. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I worshipped you. I still do. I hope she does. It's rare, OP. I'm a good woman that make a massive mistake in a dark time. I felt alone, and now I know that's my destiny. Hard lesson. I'll look for you first in my next life. You were my everything. You know in your heart that's true. I know in your pain it's really easy to put this all on me. I had the affair. You're the victim. I'm the messed up one. But step back, OP. You're not perfect. And I lived for you all those years anyway. All I do is cry. I don't eat, I don't sleep. I'm punishing myself for both of us. You want to hate me, you can. I hate me. I will never let myself be happy. Will that make this better for you? Hope so. I don't know what else I can do. They're right. At a loss. Me too. So hopeless. Keep punishing myself. Hope at some point it helps you. She is such a martyr. Moaning about being tired because of all the crazy hours she's working. She just started working 25 to 30 hours a week. Before that it was 3 days. Working so hard. Part-time. I don't love her and I have booted her out. She has her own place starting April 1st. I'm trying to be civil for the sake of my kids. I cannot wait for her to be gone. And I do not miss her. I'm happy until it comes time for me to see her for the crossover of the kids. My love went away a long time ago. The words from her. I need your love, OP. I always have. Please don't throw me away. All I care about is your happiness. It's just as nuts, if not worse, than when we were together. Now she has a bleeding ulcer because of me. When my son is with me, he's great, happy, vibrant. When with his mom, he has anxiety and stomach aches, and is depressed. This really pisses me off. She said they both had a cry today, and she said, I'm sorry. He said, it's not your fault. She told me she couldn't bring herself to tell him that in fact, it is. I'm meeting with a therapist tomorrow for an interview to see if I like her for my son. That selfish woman. I can't stand her. My poor kids. I had a chat with STBX yesterday. She apparently is going back to school to get her jet as she wants to be able to better help the kids with their homework. I asked if other man had contacted her since I ended R. She said yes, but has no intention of seeing him. But that he might be around. For example, at some birthday party she is attending soon. She said he is worried about her. I told her he most certainly is not. He is a dog and just wants to sleep with you again. She says she has her sights set much higher than that piece of crap. Don't buy it for a second. He had some drinks in her, a few lines, and she'll do whatever he wants. If he's in her life in any capacity, I will be forced to go for full custody of my kids. I've told her this before. She assures me he's not going to be in her life. If it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't care if she was doing all her shady crap. But that ain't the case. I sure hope she keeps him out of her life, or things are going to get really ugly. Do I contact this guy and tell him to stay away? If he's in her life, my kids are at risk. I contacted him. Man, he's dumb. I told him that I will take any association he has with my ex to be a direct threat to my children, and I will sue for full custody of the kids. I said judges don't take too kindly to moms who hang out with a crazy man. He said same with this message. See ya. I said what? He said he could use this message against me. I said it's not illegal to sue for full custody. By all means, take this to a judge. Moron. I also told my ex, if that guy is in your life in any capacity, your kids will not be. I will sue for full custody, and I will win. She ripped into me for texting him. She goes off about how she's only living a good life now, making good decisions. I said engaging that imbecile when he texted you shows how bad your judgment still is. But he cares about me. He wants to know I'm okay. I told her she is so naive and has no common sense. And again, it's your choice. Other man or your kids. I'll be watching. So stupid. I'm astounded I tried but glad, because I'll always know I did my best to save my family. He ended his text by saying now beat it. Don't contact me again. I replied, don't contact her again. That was it. For now, I hope, for her sake, she does the right thing. I think I'm going to ask her to sign the papers admitting she cheated so we can divorce right away instead of November. I'm dating and moving on with my life. No point dragging this out another 7 months. Wonder if she'll sign it. I just asked her to sign an affidavit admitting to adultery so we can divorce right away. She isn't too happy about it. I don't get to make any calls to you're in charge because I'm the messed up one. Glad we will have that on paper. She doesn't leave me alone, but she knows I am done. She knows I'm dating and has let me go. About her. Not allowed into the US because she was convicted of bringing ex across the border. In bankruptcy because she ran up 45 Kelvin in 1 year on credit cards, cash advances, and line of credit during her affair. Had, at least, a 6-month physical affair with a homeless guy in bathrooms in his truck. Didn't use protection and still had bonded with me. Pretended to go to work, 35-year-old waitress, when she was actually getting someone to take her shift so she could go have fun with other man. Slept all day and would get up only to eat, then go back to bed to prepare for another night of working. Accused me of cheating on her for 15 years. I never did. Left me via text on my daughter's 5th birthday. She's painfully aware of the fact that if she associates with him on any level, I'll sue for full custody. She's begged me to stop threatening her with that and swears up and down she wants nothing to do with him, and that he doesn't want the drama. He's really a terrible human being. He's aware how miserable I will make his life if he ducks with me or her. He's aware I know of his record and what he did before. He's moved on to other women. I don't care who my STBXW associates with except that my children would be affected. So, that makes it my business. She's scared of losing her kids and having them hate her, and she knows I can make that happen. They're all she has now. As my boss put it the other day, it's sure clear who won this breakup. Damn right, son. 2 months later, I have ups and downs. I am still dating but learning that I am not ready for an actual relationship. I'm finding the ladies I've dated tend to want more than I'm ready to give. I am a dude with a lot of baggage. After all, the STBX still has the separation agreement and has not signed. She admitted she's putting it off. Sundays, when she comes to get the kids, are still so hard. It does not get easier saying goodbye to them. I still have them Wednesday to Sunday. I'm no longer allowed to work from home Fridays, so the ex wants me to take them Sunday nights now. Great mom, hey. So, she has them Monday and Tuesday, yet I pay $13 per month in child support. Looking at the STBX now, I'm just utterly astounded at what white trash she is. And how dumb she is. I'm not saying this out of anger, it's the truth. Can't recall if I posted this before, but a few weeks back, she told me she went to see the ex-om on the advice of her therapist to get closure. She then sat across from me while the kids played and told me how proud of him she is, because he's trying to clean up his life. This is the type of person she is. I was flabbergasted. She then asked me to take the kids on Sunday night because the therapist told her she needed to go have some fun but didn't want to ask her parents to watch them as she didn't want to put them out. Well, she likes the XOM's Facebook posts. This is the kind of thing she finds compelling and interesting. Financially I'm screwed, but my folks are going to help me, thankfully. They rock. The STBX still always says she knows I still love her. Well, I don't even like you, let alone love you. I barely tolerate her, for crying out loud. I still wake up every morning and am just bewildered and astonished this all went down. I'm definitely still angry and disgusted, but I know how much better I am without her. What a toxic person she is. how damaged, stupid, and selfish she is. She is white trash personified. I am not. As soon as my daughter is around her, she gets emotional, needy, and whiny. When with me, she's confident, silly, and sweet. My son is angry, but he knows on some level it's his mom who's the messed up one. I'm generally happy and calm, but I have triggers, like when my kids are suffering because of the breakup. And when the STBX does stupid crap like praise her AP or ask me to take the kids on her day so she can party. So, I guess I'm kind of the same. When I get down, I just remind myself how much better off I am without her. She asked me to take her back as recently as 2 weeks ago. I looked at her and said no. The more I date, the more I realize I want to be alone right now. Honestly, I can't imagine saying or hearing I love you right now. It's so foreign, and I'm still so cold. It's funny what infidelity can do to you. Turn your heart into a dead fish. But I do believe you when you say it's in the future. People find love again every day. I still have so much work to do on me, and my kids, and my music. I quoted folks from here the other day to the STBXW about the 2 to 5 years to get over it. She said, bull crap, and that I should be over it already and moving on. Pretty easy to spew that kind of bull crap when you're the betrayer. Our 13th wedding anniversary is 1 week today. That should be dramatic. The best gift she could give me would be signing the goddamn separation agreement. Fingers crossed. I went and read through a few months of texts between us prior to and past D-Day and into our false R. It's astounding how messed up that woman is. No wonder I was on meds. She's a ranting, raving lunatic. Can't believe I put up with her for as long as I did. I mean, what a masochist I was. This Sunday got the better of me. The ex came to get the kids. We were playing catch in the backyard. She normally stays for a beer and a brief chat. This time she pushed it longer. She is supposed to sign the divorce agreement tomorrow, and my daughter was using delay tactics to extend the visit. The ex sat beside me and put her foot on mine. The kids were confused maybe, but enjoying the family time. It's a struggle for me. I am cold but not mean. I know she's in pain and I am showing her kindness. It's my instinct, as it's better for the kids, and better for me. Rage isn't good. The longer it went on, the more emotional she got, and the harder a time I had being strong. My eyes got watered at some point when my daughter asked something that squeezed my heart. My son instantly noticed and said, "Your eyes are watering. Are you crying?" "Why, Dad?" The ex tried to reason, saying, "Well, it's hard for all of us, blah blah." And he got angry and said, "You don't remind me, Mom." Last night he melted down in my arms, and today I'm crying and he doesn't shed a tear and is all brave and stoic. I grabbed my kids and held them tight and cried. This is so hard on them and confusing and painful. She looked right at my son and said, "I'm sorry," and he blew it off. Angry, hurt, confused. I was on the train platform this morning with my headphones on, and this totally attractive young lady came up and started talking to me. I removed my earbuds and said, "Pardon." She proceeded to ask me some train-related questions. There were other people on the platform without headphones on. I was taken off guard and did not pursue. Was this a sign? I should have continued the convo and seen where it went. I didn't, just answered her and put my buds back in. And a short story too, just for some opinions from you guys. Need some advice? I've been married for 15 years. My husband found out a few days ago that I have been having an affair for the last 15 months. He is devastated, and I am devastated that I could do this to him. I am honestly answering his questions. As difficult and ugly as this is, I know I need to stop the affair immediately and do whatever necessary to repair the damage I've done. I'm struggling with many things, but these are the issues that are sticking out for me, and I am wondering if other wayward spouses can chime and tell me if what I am thinking and feeling is normal, or if it is a real sign that I should not be married. I am just a terrible person beyond help. 1. On D-Day, and I both cried and talked for hours, but the thing I was most upset about was the loss of my affair. I am heartbroken over it and so sad that I have to give it up. And I am giving it up. In my head I was thinking about any way I could possibly see him one more time. I know intellectually this is wrong, but this is where my head was. D-Day was 2 days ago and I have not had contact with my affair yet. He knows nothing. It isn't uncommon for us to go a few days during the week without contact, but I know I will hear from him today, and I am trying so hard to be strong and just end it cleanly. But if I am honest, I want to see him. I wish I didn't feel this way. 2. My DH wants and needs reassurance from me that I love him and want to remain married to him. I do, but if I am honest, I have and continue to feel very disconnected from him. Of course, being in a physical and emotional affair with someone else can lead to this. I haven't felt a connection to DH for several years, but I can't say that to him now. He is broken and I just want to make it better. This morning he asked me if I have passion towards him. The answer is no. I'd love to get it back, but right now I just feel guilt, shame, despair, and heartbreak. Is this normal? 3. I do want to stay married. I am willing to go to counseling, to be transparent, to be around, and to not do things that will make my DH more unsure and unsafe in our relationship. Right now, though, I feel like I am just going through motions that I know are necessary. I'm not feeling it yet. I am mourning the loss of my affair, and the loss of any privacy, and freedom that I had. I know I put myself here and that I lost those privileges in my marriage as a result of my actions. But I read many threads where the WS immediately feels remorse and no feelings towards the affair partner any longer once they see the hurt they have caused their spouse. I can't say that yet. 4. I think my DH wants me to demonize my affair partner. I can't do that yet either. I wish I could in my own mind. It would make this a lot easier. But I still feel the same towards him. Am I still in a fog or am I beyond help? My husband found out by going through my computer and phone records. When confronted, I confessed. The answer is yes. If I were not caught, I would be continuing the affair, although telling myself for months that I needed to end it. I did not. It is almost a relief now that my husband knows. I want to believe that I can be a better person for my husband and my children. My comment: you guys got any advice for OP number 2? Comment down below, sub and bell. Check out the recent stories for the latest update, and I will get back to making more videos for you guys.